gotta start things off. We gotta sync the audio up, Zach. Here we go.
We gotta
give us a nice clap over there.
We don't have to be synced, the three of us.
No.
Yeah, it would help because it would be
Actually,
Okay.
we do have to be synced, Zach. We have
3, 2, 1. There we go. People love the clap. Welcome to Scumbag.
We stopped doing that bit, Zach, and then I genuinely had like multiple people be like, "Why'd you guys stop doing the clap? That was lit." I was like, "Okay, all right, bring that back."
That's all I hear about the pod is the clap bit. People love it.
We gotta start putting it at the end so that way people watch the whole thing. You know?
Yeah, we watch the whole thing. We found our viewership drops off within the first 30 seconds.
Yeah, people come for the clap and they're like, "It's not." The rest of it doesn't hold up. You can't keep that energy going for 40 minutes.
The rest just isn't as loud. I love how loud it is right
now. So welcome back to another episode, y'all. This is great. I got my buddy Zach Berge on, which is pretty cool. Zach,
hello.
Very funny dude. You do a lot of YouTube stuff. I would say that's probably your like YouTube sketch and whatnot. You can tell us a little bit about that, like homemade intros or whatever you want to tell me about.
Yeah, I am a part of this group called Dog Shirt. We do internet sketch. We do animations on our YouTube channel called Dog Tunes.
I was just gonna say, I noticed you've been doing animation for like Rod too, and his music videos and stuff, which have been really, really cool.
Yeah, I started branching out. I've been animating some music videos and some sketches for some other Toronto comedians and whatnot, and
looks great.
It's been super fun. Doing music videos was such a big thing I wanted to do, and luckily it just kind of fell into my lap.
Yeah. Well, I mean, how many people can actually do what you do too, right? Like any comedian that wants to kind of bring their music video to life, they go, "Fuck, that's the guy to contact." Because nobody else really has. It's not a universal skill, obviously.
Yeah, and I mean, I barely have that skill, so I'm so thankful that people are coming to me for it.
Yeah, I love your animation style, and I don't know if you've ever seen this, but so his obviously I'm explaining his shit to you, but they do this thing called homemade intros where they take like normal television intros and they cartoon it, but the cartooning it's the most disgusting, and everything is wrong. Like the sound they voice over and do just fucked up bad sounds to it, which makes it hilarious. And then the cartooning style itself is so grotesque, like it's the worst, but it's the best.
That's awesome. I did check out one of your songs right before we started.
The
Strong.
Probably the new one. Oh yeah.
Or, was that what the title of it?
Smart and Strong. Is that the
Smart and Strong, dude. Yeah, that was a good one, man. I was fucking laughing over here. Hilarious.
Yeah, that's a non-animated music video. That's my own comedy music that I've been working on a little bit, and
that's your real body in the video too. That's impressive.
100%.
He's really smart and really strong.
Yeah, it takes the brain power to get that strong. Like people don't think about that kind of thing, but you have to be both.
It's body and mind, the body and the mind are just so tied up, dude, that,
one follows the other.
Exactly, man. Exactly. Einstein was fucking rocking a 6-pack. Nobody had to know because he was so smart. It didn't matter.
Big time. Zach, how many subs you guys at now?
We're sitting at around, I think, like 165,000.
That's fucked. Almost as many as Scumbag or Scoundrel podcast. You're getting there. One day.
Well, yeah.
We are trying. We've been fucking clamoring, grinding, clawing our way up the YouTube ranks.
You guys need a clap. That's what you need, man.
That's what you're missing.
We never do it. We never do it.
I mean, anything else you want to tell me about what you do there, Zach? What you guys tell the audience?
I mean, the only other thing I guess would be our Dog Shirt live show that we do. We do like we'll do sketches. We like to do little like 1-act 15-minute musicals that we'll write ourselves.
They're really fucking funny too. Anybody in Toronto area, if they want to check it out when COVID's over.
Yeah, some pretty nasty stuff going on. We've certainly run people out of rooms.
Yeah, like babies jerking you off.
Yes. If people get it twisted, for a bit of context, the end of the one musical.
No, let's just leave it there. No context. Babies jerk you off.
I can't. I'm gonna get this scumbag stamp 2 minutes in.
You've already got it, dude. It's over.
It is genuinely one of my favorite bits I've ever seen.
This guy's having babies jerk him off, end it, man.
Yeah,
it's so good.
The baby elects to jerk an adult off. No one touches a baby. I want to make that clear. I want to make that perfectly clear.
That didn't make it better.
I think so.
Yeah, all right, yeah.
That explanation worked on my mom. At least she did not like it until I clarified. And now she's super into it. She loved it.
I love that baby jerk off ending. That's hilarious. Oh fuck! I was laughing very hard at that when I saw that for the first time. It was the most insane thing. That whole thing that you guys, because I would describe your guys' comedy as kind of like anti-comedy, right? And it's you really reach for the, I don't know, the boundaries of comedy or whatever. And sometimes it's so insane that you can't help, but laugh. Like I don't even know like how your minds go there half the time. I'm watching. I'm like, what the fuck? Like this? What's wrong with you? This is beautiful.
Yeah, we've all just been. I mean, we've been together we've all been friends since high school. So I mean, it doesn't even feel weird. Like I guess we got there in like grade 12, and now that our minds are there, like it doesn't feel like it's out of the ordinary in any way.
Yeah. But for the untrained eye and ear, we're all sitting there in the audience going, okay, all right. Yeah, it's really funny though. Yeah, man. Well, I'm excited to have you on. I'm excited to hear what stories you bring to the table here, and I can tell you already, I'm going to label you as a scumbag. But
thank you.
What do you got for me, Daddy-O?
Okay. Well, I guess I'll start. I am relatively prone to blacking out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of I've the term Zach out has been coined.
You and Bella, you guys are great together. Make quite a team.
Yeah, and I mean, thankfully we've never blacked out at the same time. I've been around her when she's blackout. I'm sure she's been around me when we blackout, but I don't know what would happen if it happened at the same time. Mm-hmm. But I guess Isaac and I are friends. We're buddies. We hang out. We'll party. We'll drink.
Okay. This is about me as well.
We'll do the thing. Yeah. I mean, any questionable story in my life, about 85% of them have come from a night of drinking with Isaac.
Mike said the exact same thing. Unfortunately, that podcast didn't get saved, but we had Mike on, and he said the fucking same thing that you just said, and I hate that.
That just. Sorry, go ahead, Eddie.
Sorry, man. I think the one time we've met, it was at some bar, and Isaac brought me in. A bunch of you guys were there. I probably met a bunch of people who were on the show, but you and I were talking, and we just talked about Isaac for like 20 minutes. We were like, yeah, he's a great guy. He's so crazy, man. I love him. And Isaac was just over there fucking smashing something and making a mess. They're like, look at him go, man. Look at him go. One conversation we've had, but
I'm a bull in a china shop, baby. And I get really steely when I'm drunk. Y'all know it.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like any two people who Isaac is their mutual friend, like it's like it seems like the ice is already broken, and like you've just been put through the ringer already, and there isn't anything that this stranger could do that you haven't experienced more from Isaac.
Oh yeah.
Hey, bringing people together since '94. That's what I do. I bring people together. I'm the glue that holds relationships.
But okay, I guess this one night, Isaac and I it doesn't happen super often, but sometimes we'll just get fuck wasted, just the two of us. It's very
wine rack.
Yeah, or runner wine rack. Isaac grabs some red. I'll grab 6 or 7 growers, and we'll get wasted. And I don't know this about myself, other than being told about it. I get real wrestly. I love to fight, and I don't know, Eddie, I'm sure you can attest to the fact that Isaac does too.
Yeah, I've definitely seen Isaac like start wrestling with someone, and then it gets uncomfortable, and it's one of my favorite things.
Sometimes I do it, sometimes I can't help it. I also, though, I want to say for the context of this, it's way funnier because Zach is, as you can obviously tell by looking at him, he's not much of a fighter, not much of a wrestler. He's a very docile individual. So it's really, really funny to watch him when he gets all hammered up and he starts speaking my language. And I'm like, yo, this is the Zach that I've grown to love. Like, this is the guy this is my Zach. Let's go. Let's fucking fight. It's really funny.
Okay. So yeah, one of these nights we were drinking, having a good time, getting a little rowdy, getting a little wrestly. Isaac's throwing me in leg locks, like flipping me off of my bed. Just like genuinely violent stuff.
I was smoking him off the ground really hard.
And at the time I lived in this like 3-floor apartment basically with two of my buddies. One of them, Noah, who Eddie you've talked to. Noah.
We
yeah.
had him on,
He was a terrorist guest.
Yes,
that's right.
Yes,
yeah.
My best friend, the famed terrorist, Noah Maloney. And Isaac's like, so my bedroom is above Noah's. It's directly above. This is a house. This is a Kensington Market house. It is essentially, all the walls and floors are all paper mache. Like it's falling apart. And Isaac's throwing me on the ground, slamming my head, slamming my ass, doing whatever he can. I'm relentless. I won't concede. And Noah eventually just comes upstairs. He's like, he's very cool about it.
But you know you've done something wrong and you're too obnoxious when Noah, the king of being obnoxious, is coming up and telling you to tone it back a little bit, you know?
Yeah. Constantly in my numerous times, I've told Noah to chill. We've been in a Walmart and he'll be like, do this or I'll scream, and they'll like start
he blackmails you. That's so funny.
That's so funny, man.
So if he's coming up and asking me to stop doing something, he's probably got a pretty legitimate claim.
Yeah, he's probably pretty reasonable. Yeah.
And yeah, it's like probably 10 or 11 at night. I'm sure Noah had to work in the morning.
I think he's trying to sleep. Yeah.
And yeah, we wouldn't just stop making every noise we could. And he comes up, tells us to stop. We say, okay, cool, we'll stop. Yeah.
Sorry, man.
I'm probably mildly concussed at that point. And I guess the instant Noah gets back downstairs, Isaac, I don't know, like suplexes me or something. Like the moment we 100% forget he came upstairs and said anything to us at all.
The worst part is we so genuinely did forget about the encounter with him. Like, I don't know what happened. We had a conversation, then it was right back to fucking just fighting each other.
Is it just you two guys up there? Just
the two of us.
So funny, man.
Blackout drunk, just the two of us. It was after a medieval time shift, I think, and we were like, "Fuck it." Let's
so we're probably hyped up. We probably got a lot of negative adrenaline inside of us.
Yeah, dude.
But yeah, we ended up fighting a bunch more. I don't think we were formally kicked out of the house, but we were implored to leave. Yeah. And we just ended up going to the club. We went
because it was so late, and it was the hideout, I think it was, which is open till like 4 a.m. or whatever the fuck it is. And because we left the house at like 2 a.m., they were finally like, yeah, okay, there's things you can do outside. I think.
But yeah, I mean that's the epitome of Isaac and I wrestling. But like I've got photos on my phone of like me with a huge fucking like scrape on my head because Isaac was throwing me around. I've woken up with go ahead.
No, I do want to say that this sounds like I'm 100% always the aggressor, but let me tell you, Zach he gets into this, and I'm not that bad of a guy. Okay.
No, I'll second the fact that I don't even know if I have context for what it's like, but like he'll knock me down and I'll get back up and like I'll want to go again. Like
come right back. Yeah. Zach, last time he and Zach drank, this isn't the same time as this, but last time he and Zach drank, we were in a park, and he came up to me and he says, "Flip me over your back." And what I did is I just picked him and fucking huffed him, and I made him do a fucking flip and smoke his ass and back and everything on the ground. He got up and he wanted to still fucking wrestle right after. Like he was down for a little bit because you kind of landed on your head, I think.
I don't remember any of that.
You got fucked up, and then like 20 minutes later, we're kind of going again, and he asked me to do the same thing. So it's not even like he's trying to wrestle me. He's like, "Yo, kick the shit out of me, dog. Like fucking I literally want to get tossed." And I'm like, "Okay, like I'm not gonna deny your." What you want from me, man? I'm down to wrestle.
Yeah, dude.
To throw you around.
What part of your past are you trying to work out there, man?
Yeah,
I don't.
Okay.
I like my brother's a big dude. He was a strong dude. Well, I mean, you don't have to be a big dude to be a stronger dude than me, but he like
Hey man, don't sell yourself short.
I think I'm selling myself perfectly even. And I used to get the shit kicked out of me. I used to get bullied quite a bit, and maybe it's something I need. Maybe I feel like I'm getting too confident, and I just need to
Yeah,
get
you need to
down a
take
peg.
yourself back down a peg. I
That's
like
so
it.
funny. And Isaac's just there. He's the perfect guy to bully you, man.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
he's my guardian devil.
Ed in high school used to let me bully him for about 30 seconds every morning just
Yeah,
to
it
get it out
was
of my system.
it was like this bit we used to do where I'd be like, Isaac, you got to tone down the bullying, man. We got to reel it in. Just take it out on me. Give me a good 30 seconds, 45. And he'd pick me right up and just be banging me on the locker and be like, so how you doing, man? I'm like, I'm doing
We'd have a
good, man. How's math
conversation.
going? And then a couple times that the teacher that all the ladies liked, I remember him being like, Isaac. And I was like, it's cool. I'm helping the community.
Yeah, it's all right.
It's
I'm
all right.
consenting to this. Like, it's all right. Van Valor or whatever coming out and looking, what are you doing? I just have this poor kid up against locker, just smacking him back and forth.
It's like, I'm still pretty scrawny, but back in the day, I was fucking bones, dude. So it did look
Straight
up.
It sounds
You
like it was
weren't hard
some
to pick
like
up.
it sounds like it was some like tutoring program. Like
Yeah,
the school or the vice principal paired you up with Isaac, just like
Yeah.
let him get it out of his system. Like
Instead of big brother, it's little brother.
I'm like,
There was
I'm the little brother program.
the little brother program where you give up yourself to get fucked with.
Yeah, I volunteer every week. I just let someone be an asshole to me for a bit. It's really great.
It's
they're
better
really
for everybody. You know, some days I just drive him around and he just tells me, what I'm doing wrong, and it's amazing. Like,
it's great. He'll force me to smoke a cigarette. It's so fun.
yeah. Sometimes we'll be out in public and he'll, you're trying to enjoy the band and he'll be smashing on the table so hard that the glasses are just gonna fall off, and then he gets up and leaves and doesn't even pay his bill.
and then I get my 40 hours and I'm out of there and I'm good.
Yeah, dude. I've been Isaac's like on and off little brother for years.
He's had to deal with me at my worst. Now you forgot to
I love
mention
it.
us in the hideout though. We had a real good time. We ran into some people that we knew and we were fucking because they have live bands there. Throw back to last episode. They have live bands there and like live cover bands, I think, right? I don't really remember, but we were like up on the fucking huge like half stack speakers and we were climbing them and dancing on them and shit.
Yeah,
we were out of control that night 100%. And I don't even think we got kicked out. Like, or did we? I don't even know.
No, I can't imagine. I feel like that would at the very least getting kicked out would have stuck with me.
Yeah.
I feel like that would have bruised my ego a little more than
we were
thrown around.
Dancing on tables and stuff. Like we were really just
Hideout really let you go crazy, man. Like it was a fun place. I think it's done now. I think COVID got it. But
that's too bad. I actually kind of like that spot.
I remember my buddy, we were in the pool room and he was bragging about how fast he could chug a beer or whatever, and then he just opened his mouth and poured it down. It was incredible, but then moments later he just laid down his sweatshirt, just threw up on top of it like a gentleman. But
of course,
and no one was impressed after that.
Yeah, but if you're gonna chug a beer, you have to be able to hold it down. It doesn't count.
It doesn't count. That's what we. I was
count.
like a few minutes, and I was like, it was not a few minutes, dude. You fucking threw it up.
I had a terrible situation when it was after one of our shifts at Medieval Times or whatever. Because there was back in the day, I used to be able to chug a full pitcher of beer, like a full fucking thing. And I mentioned that to somebody from Medieval Times, and they were like, "Oh yeah." So they bought me a pitcher to do it, and I hadn't done it in like 6 years or whatever. And I was like, "Fuck!" And I was hitting it, and I had like maybe that much left in the pitcher. And I remember that moment where genuinely my stomach filled up, and I had zero room anymore. And I could feel the booze still here, and I couldn't swallow it anymore. And I was like, oh fuck. And then I immediately like, went outside and just went. It was pretty disgusting. But there was a time that I could finish it and I had a big enough stomach for it. But for some reason, I don't know, my stomach shrunk or something. And I remember that feeling of like drowning. Like it was stuck there and I couldn't get any more down. It was so weird.
Oh, like filled, like your whole stomach's full and it starts filling up. Like
everything, literally, it was all full and I couldn't get any more down. And I was like, oh my God, I am going to drown in beer right now.
Or you start peeing. What, like start flushing
Chug
the
it
whole
in the
system out.
washroom. That'd
Yeah,
have been sick. That'd have been fucking sick.
that would have
Dude.
been so sick.
Yo, let's fight, Zach.
Elbows up.
Elbows up, baby.
That's
Did you see that Wayne Simmons fight?
the one where he broke his wrist.
No. That wasn't from a fight. That was he broke his wrist from a puck.
Oh, he didn't break his wrist from being punched or punching. He broke his wrist from incidental other stuff
or whatever. Yeah. Yeah. Well, it wasn't even. I think it was his own player shot. But yeah, when he was fighting, he had the elbows up.
It's the only thing I've retained. It's the only thing I've retained from my.
Yeah, I told you that.
That and the fact that
because if somebody punches your elbow, let me tell you, they fuck up their hand pretty good.
I mean, what if you got weak elbows?
Yeah, but guys we've got sharp elbows, dude.
Yeah, exactly. That bony ass elbows.
That goes to a pretty fine point.
Everybody flex your elbow.
I could fucking cut face with that, man.
Yeah, I know. You guys got deadly elbows. Little fucking scrawny bag elbows.
I don't even like what are punches anyway, man. Because I'm gonna get so close in your zone. I'm gonna be too close to punch you. I'm gonna have to throw the blades.
Throw the blades. Now hold up, man. Here we go. This is another example of me being a bad influence, basically, on people. Who's the scumbag? Who's the scoundrel? What do we think about Zach? Is he a scumbag or a scoundrel? Is he just?
No, dude. You've got a great future in pro wrestling, and your name could be the Scoundrel. So don't worry about it. You're not a scumbag, dude.
I love that. That's actually not a bad idea.
It's the Scoundrel, and then you'd come like squirping out, you know. And you'd wear a full like latex suit, but your little sharp elbows would be popping out. He's gonna do the balls
off the top ropes.
Off a ladder, dude. You'd be like,
oh no, the Scoundrel! He's back!
He's back!
I got my own version of the people's elbow.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, I don't want to. This maybe isn't the. I don't love this idea, but I'm going to say it because it fits too well. The pussy's elbow is.
Yeah, dude, that's so funny. That works
you
great.
Just went from scoundrel to scumbag.
Yeah, dude. We'll see if that stays in the final edit. But
we've had worse than that. That's for sure. We did have to bleep somebody once. That was about it.
Yeah, dude.
What they say? I guess you don't have to bleep it again.
I'm just kidding.
They said the F-bomb, but they were quoting somebody else, so it wasn't like, you know, they weren't coming from a malicious standpoint, but we still, you know, for their sake and whatnot, we bleeped it. Yeah. But yeah, they were like quoting somebody else talking to them. And
true.
We found that.
Why are you bringing it up, dude? You're gonna ruin all three of our lives now. We're all implicated in this gay F-bomb, dude. It's over, man.
Now I don't want you to bleep me saying pussy because you're gonna make people think I said the F word.
I know.
We'll cut that out and just come back. Like, well, we did have someone who said the F word, but
we're not gonna tell you who it was.
We won't tell you, dude. We won't tell you.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think we got ourselves a scoundrel on our hands here. This guy, he's a good kid.
You're in the clear, man. I'll let you off with a warning this time.
Yeah. Well, do you got anything else for me here, Zach? Do you got some real scumbag shit here?
I got another story. I think it definitely teeters. I think, at least for my own
between scumbag
standards.
and scoundrel.
I think so. Yeah.
I like that.
Are you the person involved, or is this about somebody else?
I am the person involved.
Let's go! Air out the closet, baby.
I guess, okay, I wouldn't say it was scumbaggy based on my intentions, but I don't think you can get away without being seen as a scumbag in this particular story.
Okay.
But I will let you guys be the judge. So a few years ago, I went out to Red Deer, Alberta for a wedding.
Fuck yeah.
My buddy Alex
dude.
was getting married. He and it was a real small town wedding. He's a pipe fitter in this place called Innisfail. It's like 400 people, like tradesmen, real small. You guys, I'm sure you know the type. Very small town, country boy style wedding.
Those are fun as hell, though.
Gonna fit some pipe when it's all said.
for,
do it. Sorry, dude. Fucking, I'm an idiot. I have to say it.
It was right there. That's the only reason I brought the story up.
Yeah, 100%. Just so you could feed him that one-liner.
Yeah.
No.
For his bachelor party, we went gopher hunting in this pasture. Like
That's fucking sick. Is that for real? What?
That's
How do you not tell me about that? That's amazing.
I don't know. I mean, I talk
so
about it a
cool.
decent amount.
Did you fucking peg one or what? Did you get
No,
one?
I am shit at shooting. I am so bad at it. But like everyone else all over the place. The other people that came from Ontario, big hunters. They're out there in Alberta too, big hunters.
Just bagging gophers.
That's so funny, man.
Yeah. Because you gotta. Because in the pasture, if a cow falls in, breaks its leg.
Yeah, of course. And then you gotta put the cow down, and waste of fucking resources.
Waste of life. So yeah, we went gopher hunting for a bit of context of how country this wedding is. But I was there with my mom and my sister. My sister is 2 years younger than I am. So we were sat at the same table at the wedding. I sat with lots of the other kind of like secondary, tertiary members of this guy's circle that got invited. The other young people. And we're there, and for the reception, his parents made a bunch of homemade wine.
Was it good?
So here's the thing. I had never had wine. My sister had never had wine.
How long ago was this? What?
I was maybe 22, yeah, probably 22, maybe even 21.
How old are you now? 25, 24?
25.
Oh, damn. Okay. Sorry, go on.
I had never had wine. I mean, I had never had eggs until I was like 16, so this isn't much of a stretch.
Okay, but
I've
never had eggs, but I've got gopher hunting. Like, what a fucking insane. All right, sorry, go on.
So yeah, I had never had wine. My sister never had wine, had no interest in it. No one else on the table. Everyone's around our age. No one else had wine or wanted any business with it.
You guys must have had a great night. Sorry, I just want to cut you off. I always call wine the cocaine of alcohol. It's a whole different level. Like, it's a different type of drunk. It's so much fun, and you for sure became the worst. Go on.
So, I felt like I'm sitting there thinking, oh my God, his parents are going to walk around. The bottles won't even be open. They're going to be like, we made all this fucking wine for nothing. Like, this sucks. They were having a stressful time. His mom had just gone on to me and my sister about like how the week wouldn't have happened well. Like, it wouldn't have run as smoothly as it did if we weren't there. And I'm like, okay, I have some degree of responsibility here to make this night go well. I got to drink some of this wine. So I drink some. I start with the white because that's the easier one to get down if you're a first time or so, I hear.
If it's chilled, yeah.
It had been on the table for the past 4 or 5 hours, so I will not.
That's what I was saying. I don't think it was chilled. That's why I think the red would have been easier, because that shit sitting on the table would have been disgusting. But yeah, go
on. So I'm drinking it. I probably get through the whole bottle of white.
By your lonesome?
By my lonesome.
Oh, Zach.
Sitting there.
Dude.
I know. Sitting there. I get into the rosé a little bit. I don't get anywhere near as deep into it. And I'm sitting there. We're probably like an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours in the reception. I'm pretty drunk, but I don't think like I was wasted. Like, I don't think I was.
You ain't trying to fight people yet. Huh?
Yeah, like I wasn't asking Molly to flip me over her back or anything. Like I wasn't doing anything like that. And my sister Molly goes up to go to the bar to get a drink. She's like, "Do you want anything?" And I was like, "Yeah, just grab me whatever." And this is kind of where our accounts of this story, there's a fork in the road. I swear I said, "Get me whatever." And she came back with a vodka orange juice. She tells me that's what I asked for. I don't think I did. But
has she been in the wine at this point, or no? Just you?
Absolutely not. It was only me.
Okay, all right.
She hadn't touched it. So she grabs me and she's like, "I think people are starting to dance. Let's go out to the dance floor and hang out." I say, "Cool." So we're standing a few feet from our table. The reception's well underway. The party's happening. I take one sip of this vodka OJ and it hits all this fresh wine in my stomach. And I just like puke it all up, all over my sister. Like all over the front of like her dress. Like,
did you hit face?
I got like probably like middle neck all the way down. She's in her nice wedding clothes. She looks at me like, I swear in that moment, she's older than me now. Like, I don't know what happened.
You lost the right to be the elder sibling. She is now the older sibling.
100%. Even if I'm still 25, she's like 27 or 28 now. She grew like 4 years in that moment. Man. And she like looks at me like I've never seen before. She's like, go to the bathroom. Like, we're cleaning up, and takes me to the bathroom, cleans me up. I'm not even drunk. Like, I'm not even that drunk. It was just like
you're still mentally there, right? Like, you
100%.
Yeah. Okay.
I remember all of this. I don't even think it was because I was so drunk. Though again, some people would beg to differ. I think it was just because there was a lot of fresh wine in my tummy. It's not ever something I'd experienced before.
Well, your body's also not used to, like, it hasn't metabolized the stuff before. So you start mixing and matching things, you're inevitably going to be a little sicky, I imagine.
Yeah, it was bad. And then the rest of the night, like, we still to this day believe nobody noticed. Like, we had to tell my mom afterwards.
Wow.
And no one said anything or like stopped us.
Yeah, I feel like if I saw that, I wouldn't say anything either. I'd be like, you know what, let them believe that I was ignorant to what happened. Like, I don't need to remind you of that terribly embarrassing thing.
And then we just like kind of danced the rest of the night away. I have a very specific memory of us dancing with my mom like later in the night and having like a really nice moment, and this old man comes up to us and being like, you guys have the most beautiful family.
Honey, you should have seen me an hour ago. I was fucking laying all my sister. Here's a question. What did your sister do? Did she just wear that fucking stinky old puke dress for the rest of the wedding, or did she have something to change into? Did she have to, or you like or did she just clean it well enough that she was like, fuck it, this is what I'm doing, and she had to walk around in crusty clothing?
Well, it wasn't like I don't think it was really biley or like chunky or anything like that. Like, it was mostly wine.
Still, man.
Oh, it's a good thing it wasn't red wine too, because that would have been
a whole game. Thank God you were. Well, you know what? That's probably why you puked, because you were drinking fucking warm white wine.
Yeah, well, I guess you can call me considerate then if you want.
Good on you, dude. Good on you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she wore it the whole night.
That's crazy. I would have been so fucking mad. There's no way.
Oh, yeah, dude, that
I
fucking
would have to change.
me.
I'm not walking around in somebody else's puke clothes. If it was my own vomit, that'd be a little bit of a different story. But actually, you know what?
What are you gonna do? You're at a wedding, dude. It's not like you can just fucking go to the car and put on a fucking.
I've also walked around in other people's puke fucking clothing too. Like, now that I'm thinking about it, there was one time where Armin projectiled all over my fucking face and chest.
Oh yeah, see, I didn't hit her face, which is again a check in my
that's
column.
huge. Look, I mean, I'll be honest with you. As far as scumbaggery goes, this is pretty low on my list. I think this is still a very scoundrel thing, because the fact of the matter was, this was obviously not intentional. This was pure accident. You didn't know that this was going to be a side effect of it. And if you really wanted to play that card and be that much of an asshole, you could have just tried blaming your sister and been like, shouldn't have got me the vodka OJ. Okay.
I mean, I've said that because I'm convinced it was her doing that. I had it, but she probably has a bit more of a vivid account of what went on.
Yeah, I imagine that's going to stay with you for the rest of your life, man.
And she brings it up constantly. Like,
yeah, I would too. You got to hold that over your head.
Every holiday, like if there's an extended member of our family that hasn't heard about it yet, be like, hey, great Aunt Moya, guess what Zach did 4 years ago?
Oh, Zach, I love him. What did he get up to?
Yeah, he fucking puked on me.
He fucking puked on my tits, Mom. For a great aunt. know, man. That is fucking gross that she had to do that. But I don't know, man. I think that's just Scoundrel, just a stupid kid that can't handle his certain types of booze yet. Like, maybe he shouldn't have had that much white wine. But fuck, man, it's a wedding. You know, you're
And
gonna
you were drinking the wine, trying to do the right thing to be polite. It was the polite thing to do to put down that wine. Man.
Sometimes the wine is the only free thing at a wedding, and that's why I always drink it. Sometimes people have like bars that are still cost money, but they always have free wine on the table, and I go, well, I guess I'm getting wine drunk tonight.
I'm not that kind of guy, dude. I don't drink wine, and I couldn't. I would have been a scumbag because I wouldn't have drank the wine. I would have gotten drunk and still done the same shit, but their wine would have been there at the end of the night. You're fine. Don't worry.
You would have had the corked bottle in your hand.
Yeah.
What the fuck is this?
Been washing my puke off with the white wine.
Just shower yourself in it.
So sticky. Well, I don't know, Ed. What do you think, man?
You're a scoundrel. You're the scoundrel, man.
You're the ultimate scoundrel who we've even had on this show. That is like that. There is no malicious intent in any of the things that you did. I think that's the first time we've had somebody that didn't even have a hint of malicious intent.
Yeah, I can't think of any story I care to share that has any malicious intent.
Yeah, some other people have been more open about airing out their shit.
Dude, I fucking told one last week that I'm like, dude, all week I've been like, man, I shouldn't have fucking.
Yeah, Eddie fucking spied on his
he bugged
his neighbors that argue and fight all the time.
Just one time.
Bugged them how? Like put a recording device in their house?
No.
It
was on my side of the door. It was on.
Okay. I'll let you tell it.
Totally legal, by the way, because I just had my microphone out, and it was a really strong mic.
Justify it however you need to.
You've got great equipment.
Yeah, dude, I got great. I'm set up, and they were fighting quite loud, and it happened all the time, and things happened. I heard things. I did not record anything, and I turned it off when it got very, very weird and heated.
When you might be like legally liable.
Yeah. You don't want to know that shit.
Yeah, dude. I don't know anything. I didn't hear anything. I don't know I don't know where he is. I don't know what she did to him, dude. But
I have both in Kingston, Penn.
And I don't have it on the hard drive somewhere that I keep very close to my heart.
It's here. I have not listened to it yet.
Yeah,
it's here.
Yeah, dude. I mean, if I did have it, it would probably be in this thing right here. I mean, the blue one, I've got two. That's from that era, but it's not it.
You can look there if you want to listen to some of my demos. You can too. I've got some pretty nice stuff.
I've got some great music on there from that era of my.
Of course. Sampling the fighting.
Yeah,
I was about to say you sound fights for the fight.
Made some lo-fi fucking chill. Actually, dude, I heard a girl say that once that she years ago. She took she recorded her neighbors fighting, but actually recorded it, and then she took a singing bowl and played it over it, and that's music now.
And that's art.
There you go, dude. Fucking amazing.
I don't know, Ed. I again, obviously, Zach's just a scoundrel all through and through.
You're a great scoundrel, though, man.
You do, so there's another reason you do fit the criteria of this because those things that you did were still kind of fucked. They were scoundrelish, so they weren't. They didn't make me proud of you per se, but I enjoyed it nonetheless.
But
that's it. That's all I got. Right.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know, Ed. I think that's a good place to end, man. I enjoyed this.
I did have one more question I wanted to ask Zach.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Were you living with Noah when he was arrested for being linked to a terror circle? Were you living with him at that time?
Yeah. Yep. We actually had a show that day.
Yes.
I'm sure. Yeah, he said this. So the way we used to do our shows is we used to it was the thing. Like the whole bit of it was that we would plan it in a day, and we wouldn't try to do anything before that. So yeah, we woke up at
In other words, you were lazy comedians. But yeah, go on.
Well, yeah, it's the bit that we didn't prepare. But yeah, so yeah, you guys know that most of the story. He is on the train back. He gets a call from his mom. He then gets a call from police officers saying they want to talk. He goes to the cafe outside, and James and I, the other guy that lived with him, were up in James's room, looking down at Noah leave, and then we see I don't know, 5 cruisers pull up, and we're like,
fuck, dude?
what is going on? So
Man.
James grabs the camera and we're like filming the whole thing, and like we can't find it. Unfortunately, we can't find the footage of Noah getting arrested because we've wanted to put it in everything that we've ever made.
It's great dog shirt content.
Yeah, for sure. It's right up our alley. Noah, it honestly, like, I think Noah consciously knew what he was doing the whole time and just like did it for the content, did it for the
For the clout.
Yeah. But yeah, it was crazy. And then like the whole rest of the day we're like what do we do? Like his dad shows up, we're just at our house with his dad being like, can we go get him? Like we just like are waiting.
Your son's a terrorist.
We had officers show up and be like, has he ever like talked about anything else violent before? And James and I are like, no, like he's just kidding around.
You
like,
should have done.
That's so funny,
You should have
man.
done a great bit and absolutely made it seem like he was a real fucking threat to society.
Oh yeah, dude, that would.
Yeah, he says some pretty wild things, sir. Like this one time he was eating pictures of a random stranger's face every day until they did it back at him. And I don't know. I'm concerned about his well-being.
You can look it up. I think maybe getting arrested is the best thing.
I genuinely think Noah, I don't even think Noah would have been mad about that. I think he would have laughed at the commitment to that bit to be like, hey, you guys fucked me in here, huh? Like,
yeah, I mean, when he's in jail for, I don't know how long you go to jail for.
But after the fact, that's a story that he's going to love.
Yeah, 10 years later, he gets out. He's like, you fuckers.
Yeah, you got me. You got me good.
Yeah, you don't come out the same after Guantanamo Bay, man.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And that wasn't worth the bit. It wasn't worth the bit.
No,
Absolutely not.
That's so funny.
But yeah, it was a pretty crazy time.
Yeah, that was a wild fucking story. That was a funny one.
Well, boys, I think that concludes today's
Scumbag or
wonderful
Scoundrel.
episode.
Whatever the fuck. What are we, 18,
19.
I'm number 19.
You're number
You're
19.
Lucky 19, baby. We got Stevie Y in the house.
I'm going to be honest. I would have loved to have been 20, but that's all I'll say.
Yeah, no, I was intentionally making sure you weren't 20. We want a good one for 20.
You want a real scumbag. You want a real scumbag.
Yeah.
You want somebody with convictions.
Yeah. No, we're bringing Noah back. Yeah, awesome. Buddy.
No conviction.
So
No conviction.
He's
That's
innocent.
no
Dude.
conviction.
He's innocent.
well, but he's banned. He's banned for life.
Okay, so I guess that's a harsher punishment than any jail sentence.
Look, if I can't go to Ripley's Aquarium, what the fuck is the point of living?
It'd be hilarious if you guys get like a business deal one day and like they're like, all right, we wanna take Dog Shirt on Netflix. You guys gotta meet us. The CEO of Netflix, he loves the CN Tower, so you guys got to meet us there. He won't do anywhere else, and you all have to be there.
You guys got to sneak in. No,
You got to sneak him in, dude.
That would be fucking awesome.
Noah climbs in through a window.
Yeah, dude.
Like up at the what's the 360 restaurant? Whatever it's called.
And there's a security guard with the picture of the 3 people who have been banned from the CN Tower, and it's like, I've been waiting for this moment. I'm gonna fucking choke slam this guy, dude.
As soon as he climbs through the window, I'm pushing him back out.
Yeah, dude. Like, Noah can't make it, dude.
Looking over, watching the fun. Well, it'll be just the two of us. Yeah. Well, man, thank you so much for coming on. That was a good time.
Yeah, dude. Thank you, man.
Check out this dude, very funny, Zach Berge. What's your Instagram? I don't know, Zach. Moneymaker Zach.
There it is, Moneymaker Zach.
Rips off Moneymaker Mike. Interesting.
It's an homage.
Yeah, it is. Also, check out Dog Shirt on YouTube. Obviously, very funny stuff.
Dog tunes.
Dog tunes. All of it. All
if you want
shit.
the popular one, Dog Shirt. If you want the alt stuff.
It's great to think that Dog Shirt isn't alt. Yeah, awesome, man. Thanks for coming on, and take care, y'all.